Hi there and welcome to this holistic yoga video where we're going to look at how to sit comfortably while working at your desk on your laptop. So first things first, looking at your chair, you want to perhaps use one of these adjustable chairs so that your hips are a little bit higher than your knees with your feet firmly on the floor. And if you can sit with your sit bones as far back on the chair as possible with your feet still on the floor, then great. If it doesn't work, then you can come further forwards on the chair and then place a cushion in between the chair back and you. So your feet are firmly on the floor and your sit bones are firmly on the seat of the chair. So you don't want your sit bone, you don't want your tailbone to be down on the chair. You want more your sit bones. They're the knobbly bones in the centre of each buttock. Tailbone is that last bone of your spine. And if we kind of slump, I'll show you, hopefully you can see, this is me sitting on the tailbone. So what happens here is the front of my spine shortens and that puts more pressure on my organs and my discs, and the back of my spine rounds and goes into a C shape, and then my shoulders start to round, my head starts to jut forward, and the back of my neck kind of shortens, and it all is not a good position for your spine to be in. And it can be easily remedied by rolling up to sit on those sit bones, those knobbly bits at the centre of each buttock. So you can use the cushion or not. If you can support yourself without leaning back onto anything, that's going to be great for your pelvic floor and your core muscles. So do that if you can. If your back feels weak or tired or uncomfortable, definitely use the cushion. Okay, so let's have a look at what it would be like without these modifications that I'm recommending. So laptop is down here. I'm typing on the computer and I'm looking at the screen, and you can see that the screen is quite low down. So my head needs to tip forwards, and this creates a lot of strain as these muscles at the back of my neck try to stop my head from going too far forwards, because ideally you want to keep your head directly over your pelvic floor, and then the muscles in the front of your neck, the front muscles in the front of your spine and the back of your neck and the back of your spine are much more in balance there. So they don't have to kind of work against each other. So we need to lift this screen to eye height. So I've got about 3 yoga blocks here. You might need more because I'm quite short. And they're just the standard size yoga blocks. Of course, you can use books, whatever you've got around you, box. There's all sorts of things you can use. And then you pop the laptop up there so that your screen, when you look at it, you're looking at the center of your screen. So you're looking straight ahead with your spine straight, with your sit bones, and you're looking in the middle of your screen. Then you'll need a wireless keyboard, which is well worth the investment. They don't have to cost a lot. And in this way, you can have your keyboard so that your elbows can be quite close to your ribs, your wrists. Some people with RSI, you might need a little wrist support. If you don't have RSI, it's not a problem. So that you're kind of going down with your fingers rather than flexing your wrists the whole time. So you can use that kind of resting your wrists on the desk if that's an issue for you. You can just kind of play around with that. And similarly, rather than going up to your trackpad all the time, tensing your neck and your shoulder, use a mouse, plug in a mouse to your laptop. Okay, I think that's all the kind of ergonomics of it all. You could go deeper into it, but I think let's just keep it simple. The other thing I'd like to say is we're not meant to be sitting in this kind of position for 8 hours a day, and yet it's often what we have to do for our work. So how to manage this situation, because the body really likes to move. The body doesn't like to be stuck in this one position the whole time. So one thing you can do is have a standing desk, an adjustable standing desk, or move your laptop around. Sometimes work on it standing, sometimes work at it at a little chair, sometimes work at it at your desk. And in that way, you've got a variety in the way that you're sitting. Another thing, and this is actually my favourite thing to do, is to use an app called a Pomodoro app, which is like a timing app. Every 25 minutes it dings and you take a 3 minute to 5 minute break. So you can do some yoga stretches, you can grab water, go to the loo, and then come back to your work for another 25 minutes. And if you work in that way, it's surprising how your body feels much nicer, your attention span is much better. It's interesting, like you don't feel so tired at the end of the day because you've given yourselves these regular breaks. So I really, really recommend trying that out and see if that works for you. So I hope these little tips will help you in your everyday life, and wishing you all the best. And let me know how you get on in the comments below. If you have any questions, any observations, or any experiences that you want to share, then just chat. It'd be nice to talk to you. Namaste.